I'm really excited to be here today to talk to you about simplifying the process for buying market research technology. First, what are the essentials for a focused market research technology buying journey? So let's go into the buyer process. What is today's buyer process like? Well, today's buyer process exists because, let's face it, tech solutions are just necessary. You cannot do market research today without technology at your side. It's just not possible. When you're on the client side, you're looking at market research timelines that are super tight. You're being asked to do research that needs to be delivered yesterday because decisions are being made super fast. I mean, take a look at how fast technology itself is developing and how fast the news cycle happens. Things change so quickly. Companies are trying to keep up. And how are they trying to keep up? They're trying to keep up with information to help them make sure they're making good business decisions. Where does that information come from? Comes from market research, comes from the data. We're still shopping while we're managing stakeholder projects. You're on the client side. Oftentimes, you're being told, hey, we need to go and find this new tech to add to our tech stack. Can you do that? And you're not being told, here are all of the projects I'm going to take off your plate so that you can do that. You're being told, just go figure it out. So you're trying to figure it out while also managing your full-time load. And let's face it, it's more than full-time load, majority of the time, if not all the time, to go and find the tech, assess the tech, do all of that work, bring the tech in, get it implemented, and go on your way, while also managing very demanding stakeholders. And when it comes to tech, I'm sure many of you who have gone through this process have realized that when it comes to a pilot, you have to have a budget to be able to afford the pilot. Pilots don't come free. But that means when you're in the budget planning process, typically you're not talking about, oh, we're going to be looking at technology that we're going to be buying this coming year. And therefore, we need to not only talk about the budget for that new technology, we also need to talk about the budget for pilot projects to test technology. How many techs are we going to be testing? How many vendors are we going to be talking to? How many projects are we going to be testing? That doesn't, from my experience, come up a lot during the budget planning process, which means when you are testing that tech and somebody tells you, oh, it's going to cost you even $5K to be able to test this, guess what? You now have to go find $5K in somebody's budget who's going to be willing to give you that money to go and test the technology. So it just gets complicated. There's a lot going into this, which means you're doing all of this in a world where the number of options that you have at your disposal is just overwhelming. The sheer number of options for tools and platforms and vendors and agencies and people who can help and have all of these solutions ready for you to help you save time and money, it's just a lot. It's difficult to compare and it's difficult to choose the right fit, to know that you are getting the right thing for the right reason.